Well, hello everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on PlayFrame, and Cosmo Canyon, which we still have a bit to do in. We've done pretty much all of the side stuff, but side story stuff. Plenty of that in abundance. I think we should do the Phenomenon Intel next. I don't really know what to expect from it, but a lot of those have been pretty goofy, or at least interesting, generally neat. They're basically just another one of the side quests. Really. Here we are.
I see you're approaching the signal. The source appears to be somewhere in the canyon's ruins.
Thanks, Chadley. So, is there like an investigation going on in here?
Is that materia I smell? My precious materia, where are you? No need to be shy, come out. Yuffie's gonna take you home.
Wait a minute, I think I recognize you three. I do.
Yuffie!
Nio! Hulk! Billy Bob!
Right, Billy Bob.
It's so good to see you!
You too. We were worried you might not have made it out in time.
Nothing can kill this bloom.
Clearly.
Say, where's Sonon?
Here.
Hey, you three!
The Splinter Cell.
Where are my manners? These guys are from Avalanche HQ. They're the ones who helped me out back in Midgar. And I don't think they need an introduction.
Y'all were at the Shinra building, weren't you? Tell me, was Wedge with you? Or did you see him? If you can tell me anything at all, please.
Wedge, I'm sorry.
Don't be. Just, I need to know.
Ooh, didn't expect backstory.
After the Sector 7 plate fell, the things we saw and heard.
All the carnage. It was hell. We wanted to help, we really did. But how? It all seemed so hopeless.
That's when the call came, from the folks at Avalanche HQ. We learned it was the company that dropped the plate, and that they were gonna drop another, unless we stopped them. HQ needed volunteers to help storm the Shinra building. This was our chance.
We knew it was the right thing to do. All of us.
Wedge and I ended up being assigned to the same truck.
We'll infiltrate the building via the underground parking facility. From there, we make our way up, taking each and every floor.
We've lost contact with Lucia's team. I think we have to assume they're all...
That's enough. First, we'll check in with Matt.
on it.
Let me just scooch on over here. I'm Wedge with the Splinter Cell.
Barrett's crew, right?
Mm-hmm. Here, try one of these. It'll help you calm down.
Thank you.
Go on, eat up.
Our team was heading upstairs to take out the president. I know what you're thinking. Avalanche doesn't do that. But when the plate fell, the rules changed. Come on, man. Get the lead out. Don't want to be left behind.
Hey, thanks for the assist.
Help me out here.
All right, we're almost there, boys.
Made it.
At long last, we're gonna take back our world, find the bastards who stole it, and send them to hell.
Yeah. I've got friends up there who need to know we're coming. Sorry, but I didn't want them to get hurt, sir. Go, I'll catch up.
Right. We were all fired up, ready to fight.
Our helos are down and I've lost contact with the reserve. We're not going to make it to the president's office. Abort!
Let's go! Let's go! Niles!
We couldn't believe it. It was him.
Thank you. Damn it.
Don't worry. It's all good, bro.
Hey, y'all heard that, right? That was Wedge.
Barrett, those who pass on become one with the live stream. I know what you thought you heard, but it was probably just the wind.
Whatever.
In times past, the Cetra came to fonts like these to give thanks to the live stream. There aren't many left, so we wanted to help preserve the few still standing. It felt like the least we could do, you know? For all those who returned to the planet.
Hey, Barrett, why don't we give them a hand? Help them spruce things up.
There anything we can do for you?
I don't know, restore the planetary fonts? They're this region's main source of energy. And kinda like relief valves for the live stream.
But when they're as busted as this one here, you can't even get close to do repairs. Mako's way too dense.
So we figured we'd use a probe, fix the fonts remotely. Thing is, little guy's just too old. Probably better off in a junkyard than with us.
Perhaps I can be of service? Robotics is one of my areas of expertise. Meet Robot Chadley. Or Robo-Chad if you prefer something abridged.
I can't decide, Chadley.
You should now have complete control over him. Go on, ask him to do something.
He is pretty cute. I had definitely forgotten that they had named an NPC side character Billy Bob. Bold choice. And also, I actually miss Wedge and Jesse, which is saying something because the original game does not give you nearly enough time with either of them to miss either of them. They don't have much of a chance to leave a super strong impression. You definitely aren't still thinking about them by the time you get to Cosmo Canyon in the original. The game's kind of moved on, and so you have too. I like that that's different this time around. So, Robots Chadley, how do you work? In Gears and Gambits, you must program robots with gambits and actions, then send them into battle with the aim of reaching the center of the spring and vanquishing the enemy leader. Emerging victorious will restore the planetary font. What? Okay. Show me this thing that you're doing. Oh, it's like, well, it's sort of like the Fort Condor game kind of seems like. I'm intrigued. 3 types of robot can be deployed, each operating in accordance with its gambits and actions, which are programmed prior to battle. Gambits determine a target, actions determine what the robot will do to that target. For the first battle, let's use the AI set by Chadley. Press start to begin. Okay. Let's at least have a glance at this first. We've got the T1 robot, a blue one. If the foes are weak to an element. This kind of rules. They're just taking the Final Fantasy XII Gambit system type thing and making like a little minigame challenge out of it, which is a great idea. Gambit system was underrated. Let's see. If the foe's weak to an element, do Blizzard Shot. Otherwise, do a Lariat. This one's affinity is fire. The next one, the red one, T2 robot, affinity is lightning. If the elemental weakness of the enemy is fire, do that. Otherwise, use Lariat. And the third one will use Thundershot or otherwise Lariat. The enemy hybrid, like portal skills, hybrid loadout. All right, this is a lot of stuff. Let's just start with... Let's start with the first tutorial battle, see how this goes. Okay. Robots can be deployed from any of the 3 portals and will then move along their lane towards the enemy leader in the center. Press X to view each available robot's gambits and actions. The little icons there above a foe's HP gauge indicate its elemental weakness. Try to deploy robots that can exploit these vulnerabilities. Type 1 is effective against foes weak to ice. Type 2, those weak to fire. Type 3, those weak to lightning. Okay. But we've got a foe weak to lightning here, so get in there. The ATB gauge in the bottom left slowly fills, and once it's reached the required amount, you can deploy another robot. The ATB cost of each robot type varies according to its gambits and actions. Try deploying another once the ATB gauge is sufficiently full. Note you can always assess enemies with Square. It's good to know. Oh, you can see their gambits as well. Nice. So if we're weak to fire, they'll do that. Otherwise, if there's a nearby foe, they'll do a bite. Or if they reach our portal, they'll do a bite. Cool. Okay. Get him. Uh-oh. Deploy a red one. Fire. Good, good. Good. Now attack the King Flan. So let's see. If its HP goes down to half, it will use phase shift reconfigure. If there are more than 4 robots, or if there are 4 or more robots present in a lane, it'll use barrier. And if a foe is nearby, it'll use mighty splat or vicious bite. Interesting. So don't put too many robots. Don't put 4 robots in one lane if you can help it. Okay. As you can see, pressing L or R2 switches between portals. This allows you to deploy robots into other lanes and outmaneuver the enemy. The 3 portals share an HP gauge, shown in the bottom right. If it's reduced to 0, you'll lose the battle. Nifty. You can access the special abilities shared between your portals by pressing triangle. Use the D-pad to select a specific skill, L stick to move the area of effect, X to activate it. Affected targets will be denoted by a visual effect. Note, you can only use each portal skill once, so think carefully about when is the best time to activate them. Okay, like, so what is... Portal skills include Regenga or Comet, dealing a large amount of damage. All right, cool. Might save the Regenga for later, but cool. Okay, we've got enemies around. 1 weak to ice, let's get that in here, and 1 weak to fire. Okay, well, we need one of each now, so fine. Ice. Fire. Get him. Oop, and I see someone over there. All right. Ice bot. Get him. Remember, you must defeat the enemy leader within the allotted time. Noted. Yeah, let's go ahead and, since no one's causing any troubles over here, let's just bring in another over here. Start giving them a hassle. Oh, okay, we're gonna need a red one over here. Let's use Regenga on this group. You know, these two here. Gorgeous. And let's get another out here. Hey, you guys, drop that one, please. Thank you. All right, need electric one here. Oh, phase shift reconfigure. It's down to half. Like your robots, some foes have advanced actions of their own. Such enemies will be designated with a 1 or like a numbered symbol above its bar. So make sure to assess them with square to avoid triggering their advanced action conditions. Oh, it's using barrier. I thought it maybe like 4 of us in one row might cause it to use its fancy ability, but nope. We have triggered the fancy ability. Alas, that's fine. We'll make it work. You know, let's get 2 electrical ones in this lane, deal with our problems. And 2 ice ones over here, because that's going to work. It's last used a barrier. Oop. 2 ice ones here, I think. Oh, gonna need a fire one. Whew. Yeah, we just can't be targeting it with too many of our bots at once, because then it'll do its big slam. I see. All right. Let's get some more out there. Quick like. And also, why not? Have a comment. Goodbye. Neat little minigame. Pretty robust, too.
Wow.
It's a shame the others ain't here to see this.
Who says they're not?
Huh? What's that?
I believe that light will lead us to another set of ruins.
Huh. And another font to fix too, I'll bet.
Is it okay if we tag along?
Sure, why not? Whatever beef I've got with you HQ kids, the planet's welfare takes priority.
Sounds good to me. Let's find the next one. I want to try to get better at that little mini game. It's neat. There. Okay. Haven't been to that little nook yet. Let's, yeah, figure out how to get wherever that is. Okay, I see it over there. The trick will just be figuring out how to reach it, because we're pretty high up above ground level. So we're going to have to fly there almost definitely. I don't think... No, I haven't managed to reach one of those yet, because usually when you get to one of these little launching points, so long as you kind of get near it, you add it as a fast travelable place, but I've not been over there yet, so I think we can reach it from here, though. Just using these fans. Yeah, this'll work. Pull up. Poof, a little close. Let's get close enough to this to... There we go. Okay, now it should be on the minimap. Fantastic. Yeah, traveling around this region's kind of fun. Much easier, or it's a much more solvable feeling puzzle to figure out, all right, how could I fly to that point? Where would I need to start to reach it? Much easier than trying to untangle, like, all right, where would I go in this jungle to jump to this other part. Slightly more intuitive. There you are.
From my study of ancient texts, I've deduced this place was built by the Cetra to house something alien. Precisely what is unclear.
I remember hearing about this growing up. You don't think they were talking about the Gi, do you?
Perhaps, but the energy signature would suggest otherwise. Given that it so strongly resembles that of a proto-relic, I surmise these structures were designed to contain one. For now, let's continue to restore them. I'm sure we'll find something within. The planet itself is guiding us. I've also developed an additional AI chip for RoboChat.
Oh.
Hopefully, it expedites our work.
Sounds good. All right. Okay, now we can program the robots ourselves. Gambits determine a target. Actions determine what the robot will do to that target. To enhance your chances of victory, reference the information on enemy units before programming your robots, which can be done with X. You can also auto-program your robots if a stage is giving you trouble. As Chadley proceeds with his research, more Gambits and actions will become available. To access portal skills. Right, okay. So... this is very robust for a minigame. And cool. If this looks compelling to you and you've not tried Final Fantasy XII, like, the whole combat system is built around this stuff. Very much the same for, like, Xenoblade Chronicles and those games, but 12 kind of got to it first, and this is more directly like the 12 system a little bit. Streamlined, but very cool. Okay. Each robot has several AI slots into which Gambits and actions can be programmed. Once a robot's deployed, it'll act according to its AI, the order in which you programmed the Gambit action and the current situation. Gambits determine the target, as well as conditions under which actions will trigger. Actions allow the robot to perform many functions, like increasing HP, healing allies, enhancing attributes, exploiting weaknesses, etc. So, if we were to create a new one... Gambits allow the robot to right. For a basic offensive strategy, try setting separate Gambits for both nearby and faraway foes. To shore up your defenses, note that Gambits can be used to trigger healing actions when the target's HP reaches a certain percentage. That's what I'd like to add to these, if I can. If your own HP goes below 50%, do something. Plan ahead when choosing actions. Those that exploit elemental weaknesses are a good start, but it's also worth considering ways to preemptively attack, land a finishing blow, effectively use healing and support actions. In some cases, certain actions will be incompatible with the target specified by the Gambit. If you cannot find the action you wish to set, try changing it. Once you've decided on an action to use, press X to select it. Okay. Regen shot makes sense, I feel like. Yeah, fires a projectile that gradually restores HP for a limited time. Can you fire that at yourself, though? Or is that... Maybe Cure Shot's the better choice. We could also set it to where it's like, if an ally's HP is at... yeah, ally HP below 50%, shoot a Cure Shot at it. No, I take it back. I think there's nice simplicity in use Cure Shot on yourself if you're low HP there. And can we, like, shift the order of these easily? Because I think it's going to do these Gambits in whatever, in, like, descending order, right? Oh, okay. I just saw at the very top of the screen there the change order. Okay, now I get it. Okay, so if that goes there, or there. So that way, if ever this one's HP drops below 50%, it will, like, prioritize doing this first. Then once HP is above 50%, it will start doing these other things. I like that. Let's have a very dead simple place to start. Let's just try adding that to the 3 of these. Hang on. Oh, we've only got 3 of these to work with. Okay, then never mind. In that case, I don't want to set these at self HP. I want to set it at ally HP. And same with this other one. That way they'll all be healing each other. And maybe this one, since those two are doing the healing work, maybe this one could... this one could shoot a barrier. Yeah. So anyone's HP goes below 50%, basically all these bots are going to do some sort of recovery or self-buffing move for each other, or for whichever one drops below 50% to help out. Well, let's see how that works. Okay. Portal skill options. We got like the hybrid loadout that we had before, an offensive one that swaps our heal for Aeroga, or a defensive one with Regenga and cautious coverage, enhancing attack power and defense, which I kind of like better, but let's... Let's go offensive this time with the portal skills because we've got we've like added defensive functionality to all of our individual bots. So maybe that'll kind of balance out. Let's try. Begin. I am quite impressed at how robust this is. Oh, okay, that has its own little trigger things going on. If there are 3 robots in the same lane, it will start regenning itself. So do not put more than 2 bots in a lane for now. Okay. There's 2 bots for this lane. Let's see. All right, that one's just kind of running past, but everyone's still above 50% health right now, so we're okay. I'm kind of tempted to, yeah. Let's get some other bots just going. Take the offensive. All right, yeah. Regenning. Hooray. Let's get some more. Actually, I should check. All right, so switch and spawn. I don't know what the switch means when it does its phase shift. But if there's 4 robots present in a lane, it'll use bravery on itself, which will increase its attack. And if it's targeted by 5 foes, it'll do some nasty stuff. So keep the count below 4 total, no more than 2 per lane. Got it. Okay. Perfect timing to throw an elementally appropriate one in the mix. Ugh. You know what, let's go ahead and throw another one, because I don't think... I don't think we're going to have 2 in this lane long. Nope. We're managing, though. Oh, no. Mess it up. Did it destroy our portal? No. We are taking a slight beating, though. What's your deal? If you're targeted by 2 foes, it'll do 1-2 slap, so... Oh boy, there's a lot going on here. And it is definitely going to do 1-2 slap at some point, but I'm not going to just leave one... one little... Oh boy, that's a lot. Okay, yeah, well, we need something in this row. There goes the slaps. Oh boy, there's a lot happening in some of these lanes. quite a lot. Frightening amounts. Eh. Oh boy. Yep, need more ice ones. In this row. Quick, like. If it brings in more reinforcements, I'll use a portal skill to soften them up a lot more. Drat. Still need to just keep it at 2 targeting at once. Oof. Hurry, guys. I don't think we're winning this one. Nope. All right, well. I think our Gambits might have been lacking, or the strategy we used with them. I want to take that L, but I want them to now like auto set my Gambits because I'd like to see like what's a good setup look like. Teach me to actually do this. So reset all. Okay, so we've got several AI sets we can work with. Here's sort of like AI set 1, which looks about like what we began with the first time, the first round. This looks... Set 2 looks about the same. Are there like... Yeah, these are like presets, I guess, that I can save. Auto program. Yeah. Okay, oh, okay, all right, so... This looks a little better, so that it's not doing elemental attacks anymore, but it is there to like cure and regen. I see, okay, so it's... Now it's much tankier, it's got more HP. It will still attack foes with basic melee attacks, and it'll do healing and curing for others. This one does bravery shot to like buff itself, will attack foes with missiles if they're far away or up close with lariat, and it's reducing its HP but also reducing its cost to some. Okay, that now I get what modify HP and cost means. I get it. And this one is just your elemental attacker. That's cool. That's cool. That's all right. I can see that being much more useful as a strategy. I like it. Let's go with the hybrid loadout for the portal skills. Cool. Let's try this again. So if I bring out an elemental attacker to hit this one and a let's see, do I want a healer or... Yeah, I do. Let's get a healer out here. It might not be enough. Let's get a regular non-elemental attacker in the mix. And then also... I don't want to get too many people in the lane to risk getting the boss Flan mad at us. It's got to be targeted by 5 foes, though, for that to happen. So, like, I take it back. Let's get a elemental attacker out here again. Good. Yeah, like we got a little team of 3. Like a pretty balanced fighting party here. Oop. Better get something happening over here too, though. Eh. Elemental attacker. And, the red one went down. Or no, the elemental attacker went down. That's okay. These 2 can hopefully manage it. Yeah, with their little lariats and everything. Awesome. This is working. What are you about? All right, don't be targeted by 2 foes. I don't love that. But that slap sounds like a melee ability, so it might be safe at range. Not sure. It would kind of seem no. Still burned it down, though. That's great. All right. Reinforcements incoming. Let's hit a bunch of these with Comet. It's kind of a limit to how many we can hit at once, isn't there? We should probably use that from over here, because there's a lot going on. Comet. And also, get something else out here. Still a little dicey. I'm learning to use this loadout, but it's neat. All right. It's about to start doing its mean moves and all that, but our elemental attackers seem to keep firing from range, so maybe that's okay. Maybe if we yeah, maybe that can work. Ugh, still probably not going to be fast enough to win, though. No! Did we get it? That's so close. I can't tell. We did. Wow, that was... Look at how close that was. Look at how much time was left. Whoo, boy. That was lucky. A lot of room for improvement still, clearly, but went way better than my first attempt. Neat little minigame.
We all talked about coming out to see the canyon one day. That night at the bar, remember?
Yeah. You guys were trying some new cocktails for me.
Yep, this is the one. Bartender, whip me up another Costa del Sol.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm cutting you off.
Come on, one more couldn't hurt.
Now me, I'm a Cosmo Canyon guy.
That one was pretty good, but it was missing that special flourish.
Guess what I got?
Huh?
Ta-da! Cosmo Salt. Can't call it a Cosmo Canyon without a touch of local flavor, right? Trust me, a dash of this will make all the difference.
What's Cosmo about it?
It's mined from the canyon itself, the birthplace of planetology, and pretty hard to come by, I'll have you know.
Oh my god. That cell's gotta be laced with something. Wow.
You're right. Wow.
It's like a whole new drink.
Man, it's too bad the stuff is so hard to come by. If only I had more.
I thought you might say that. Butt out the whole store so you can keep on mixing.
But those will only last us so long. Especially if this Cosmo Canyon becomes a hit. Gonna need to stock up.
In that case, what about a trip to the source, huh? We could all bring back as much salt as we could carry. What do you say?
Count me in. Home of Planetology, here we come.
It's gonna be great.
Oh, really?
Huh?
Y'all think we got money to be taking field trips? 'Cause our books say otherwise.
Here.
Huh?
Shit, we gotta go.
There you have it. The boss himself says it's a done deal.
To our generous leader.
To Barrett.
Honestly, y'all are just too much.
I almost forgot the pizza sign. So what a good bunch.
Look, guys, we made it.
Would have liked to have gotten here sooner, but...
Wait, you fixed it already?
Ages ago, slowpokes. Come on, double time.
Coming.
Now there's two. Hey, party level 8. We gotta get to a bookstore. In good time. Where's number 3? Oh. Alright, that should be relatively easier to get to, I think. Pretty sure. Let's find out. Yeah, unless this is somewhere much higher or lower than I think it is. I think this is gonna be a lot easier. You know, I hadn't really expected. When they announced that this game was coming out in multiple parts, I was skeptical. There was a lot I was skeptical about with this game's release prior to seeing how Remake turned out, but I feel like the 2 games we've seen so far have definitely shown the value of expanding the game and its story and how much time they have to tell the story considerably. One thing I hadn't factored in was kind of the appeal of, like, in having multiple games that are full size that are also spaced out a bit, it gives you a feeling of time with these characters that a single Final Fantasy game cannot give you. Like, okay, taking it away from Final Fantasy for a second. If the entire original Mass Effect trilogy was all one game, a lot would be lost. And one of the things that would be lost was that you would not have this feeling by the 3rd game of having gone on a long adventure that constituted numerous years of your life as a, like, real years of your life as a player, playing these 3 games. Characters that you had chances to enjoy time with and then miss, and then have another game come out and be like, hey, all right, I'm getting to have adventures with these characters again. So, like, that scene, the scene they're doing with Wedge and Jesse and Biggs and all the Avalanche folks, there's a nice, like, remember that familiarity to that it's going to hit a lot harder for a player playing these games when they come out years apart than if we had just been hanging out with Wedge, Biggs, and Jesse a few dozen hours ago at the beginning of the game, and now here we have the flashback. It would still hit, but not as hard. Like, that's an added value that I had not expected or considered. I like it. Guess I could have been climbing while talking, but whatever. All right, hey bird. Let's do mini games poorly.
There you are.
Well, y'all beat us to the punch for once.
Not that it mattered. We still can't reach the font. And there's a weird fiend.
Got any smart ideas?
Hitting it?
Ask and you shall receive. I've prepared an additional AI chip. It should allow you to progress further. Just mind the monsters.
I guess if the monster's inside the game space, I can't hit it from there as well. Excuse me, bird, don't crowd me. I'm gaming. All right, let's go. I am definitely going to go with their preset loadouts henceforth. As I still definitely feel like I'm learning. It's a pretty robust minigame system they've built. I also appreciate that you can turn the difficulty down just with the press of the button. That's also quite nice for those who are just not here for the minigame. All right, so auto program. Knock yourself out. Okay. Airborne foes hit with gravity shot. So now we do have elemental options back on the table. This one will barrier themselves, shoot thunder at those that are weak to it, and missiles at airborne foes. This one is much less tanky, deals out fire, and will use gravity on airborne foes. Well, no. Wait. Why have they got two self-modify HP and cost? One that raises their HP and cost, one that considerably lowers cost and also HP. So in total, they've got plus... Interesting. So they've got plus 100 HP, minus 25 cost through that combination. Fascinating. Okay. Neat. Well, let's see how it goes. All right. So are you... Yeah, you're a floating foe. I see. Might need somebody who's gonna... Yeah, this one's not gonna bring him down with gravity. Let's wait and see what element the next enemy is. Never mind. Don't matter. So, if it's targeted by 5 foes, it'll do some mean things. If there's 4 robots in a lane, it'll do barrier. So, got it. Let's start sending in various types. To give it some trouble. Okay, what's your deal? All right. Just don't target it with 2 foes and we're fine. Let's go ahead and, well, let's wait. Yep, let's wait so we can throw in the right element. You've got... If it reaches the portal, it'll cast regen. We definitely don't want that. And currently targeted by 3 foes, it'll cast barrier, so don't do that. Just 2 foes then, perhaps. Yeah. Burn it down quick so it can't reach the portal and regen. Yeah. Oop. Better bring something out. Yeah, get in there, mess it up. This is working. You. If it's targeted by 2 foes, it'll do 1/2 slap. Also, attack anything that's fire type. And it'll use Debrave if its own elemental weakness is exploited. Interesting. Okay. It's all right. Ice is on the field and... Okay. Phase shift ice. Okay. So what does that do? Changes its own elemental affinity and weakness upon losing HP and uses different magic. Okay, so right now it's weak to fire then. Awesome. And I think my little blue bot over here is possibly healing it, which I don't love. Let's get a lightning bot out here. It won't like it, but whatever. Another fire bot, quick. Hey, we're taking a lot of hits over here, which I don't care for. Please burn it down faster, little bot. You know what? Heck with it. Stop being a problem. Thank you. This is working. It's about to change its element again, I think. All right. Lightning is its... Oh, no. Ice is its weakness now. All right. We better be pretty fast with this. Very fast with this. Don't know if it's gonna work. Don't think so. No, all right, let me try again. It's gonna be close again, but I might win. I'm finding it worked slightly better this time to just go a little bit more all out if they're gonna, like, respond with a counterattack because of the number I have on the field. So be it. It softens up my offensive line a little bit, but that's okay. I can replace him so long as I'm keeping momentum going. It's a neat minigame.
Think that did the trick?
Yep, this font's good to go.
Man, we really are dead weight, aren't we? Just slowing you down.
Blessings of the planet be upon you.
And what about you, my dear child? What truth have you to tell us this night?
Really, guys? Me?
You, our resident gourmand. Come on, let's hear it.
Well, I guess...
Can't hear you.
The truth is... the truth is, I just want to do more for you guys. I'm sick of feeling like dead weight around here.
For the love of God, not this again. Come on, out with it. Which one of us said that? Was it me? Biggs? Or was it...
Nobody said anything, honest. But you never would. You guys are too nice for that.
You really think she's too nice?
I'm nice to those who deserve it.
See? What did I tell you? Uncle! Uncle! Seriously, we wouldn't be here without you.
Huh.
Was always down on himself, even though he shouldn't have been.
Wedge worked harder than any of us. That's just who he was. Always trying to do better.
Yeah.
That guy. If only he'd stuck to looking after his cats and enjoying good food.
Let's go.
And being way too good at darts. All right. think there's just one more. Why not? All right. How are we gonna... I'll figure it out. So, if we go through here and up? Is up good? I don't know if up's good. Nope. We need to keep going through that path. Chocobo, down. If we go through here, this is nothing. Where am I going? Okay, so I thought that in walking, like maybe this was the path to kind of get over there. Not thinking that anymore. Now this looks like, yeah, no, these aqueducts are way too high up. That ain't happening. I see what looks like that's probably an elevator over there. I'm guessing that's not in service or gonna need to get pretty high up. I'm guessing I'm gonna need to figure out a place to fly from to land somewhere high up to get like a foothold starting point. Let's see if I can find it. Or it's possible there might just be a door that opens. There might be a door that opens. Nope. I think I'm gonna need to go up first, and then maybe that's how I'll get out. I'm almost relieved that it's not just a door that opens. I'll keep looking. Okay, this is promising. I went back to the airfield, kind of where we entered, and then just went off on this little side stretch. I don't know if this is gonna lead far enough to be useful, but I think it's kind of going the right way. Maybe. I definitely haven't been here, at least. So, that's a start. Still not sure this is working. Oh boy. Okay. This time, I might have got it. Maybe. So, kind of in the center of the area is a pretty tall pillar that has several flying points you can jump from. This is, I think, gonna get me pretty close to where I want to at least start. Yeah. I got a good feeling about this already. Might have been another easier way up here, not sure. But this is a start. Really hope this is in operation. Or, honestly, even if it's just stairs, that's fine. Really hope it works. Excuse me, Aerith. I need to... Guys, this... Alright, I'm gonna get off the bird. I said... Get off. Elevator work? Whew, okay, good. Good news, team. I found the elevator. All right, now we're on track. Excuse me. Yes, here we go.
Doesn't look like the HQ squad's here yet.
I'm not surprised. It takes some work getting up here, and the frame rate kind of tanks a little bit. It's a big area, I guess.
This appears to be the fourth and final site. Once you've repaired the font and opened the altar, the proto-relic will be yours to claim, if my readings are correct. I've applied a final update to RoboChad, which should allow you to handle whatever comes your way.
Well, Godspeed, little RoboChad. Still not sure if I'm a fan of your name. You're very cute, though. Oh, okay. Advanced actions. You can now set advanced actions, denoted by the plus thing, such as augmentation and shock. To program them, you must select from one of 4 additional conditions. These actions are extremely powerful, so be sure to program them to trigger at the best possible moment. So, like, for example, if I were to say auto-program again, having difficulty spotting where the advanced actions are. What part of the menu am I supposed to be looking at that I'm not? Oh, okay, I see. I didn't spot the plus before. It's in here, like on the second and third attack there. Augmentation and shock. So like if I look a little closer, barrier shot does a barrier. Augmentation, so long as 2 of these survive for 30 seconds, I guess it will do augmentation, which enhances non-elemental attacks and activates augmentation. To set this action, you must select... Okay. Enhances attacks, I guess. And shock unleashes a non-elemental attack on surrounding foes. Okay. So I guess it's worthwhile... Okay. The condition for this one is HP being above 50%, and for this one, it's surviving for 30 seconds. Cool. Okay. And I don't see any of those fancy conditions for any of the rest of this. So this one will self-buff and self-barrier and do some good AoE damage and is tanky. This one is more glass cannon, it looks like. Bravery multi-shot. So like buffing attack damage of self and others, or others at least, and doing a lot of damage. And this one, buff self, good for taking out thunder type, and okay. I think I got it. Let's see how we do. All right. Let's just get some early offense going. Oh, gonna need a blue one over here. Quick like. There you go. Our little buddy over here is not quite to self-buffing territory. Wait. It's doing shock though, but it's not gonna last long enough. Well, it did some damage. All right. Good job, bot. Oof, we are taking a lot of damage quickly, though, on this one. A lot of damage over here. Hate that. Whew. Oh boy, a lot of effects going off. On everybody involved. Look at all the effects going off. Oop. Don't like all the stuff going on. No, okay. Need to play a little more defensively, I suppose. All right, it's going a lot better. All right, it's weak to lightning now. If I can just kind of rush it with that. It's targeted by a lot of foes now, so it's going to do some nonsense, and it's self-healing. Probably because of that. Which I don't love, but... Oof. Hang on. Nope. That's too many things you're throwing out. I don't care for it. Can I hit all three? Not quite. I'll take the ads. That's more obnoxious. There we go. Better. Bombard this thing. Quick. We're getting it. That's its last self-heal, but we still got 30 seconds, and this lane especially is just really cooking it, so... Yeah, there we go. Woo!
Proto-relic confirmed. Oh. When I die, will I return to the live stream too? Given what I am?
Well, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Oh.
What's that?
A gift Wedge left behind for us. Listen, I want to say thanks. You all being here, it helped.
Oh, we didn't really do anything.
Now that the ruins are fixed, what's next?
Actually, I was wondering if maybe we could join up with you guys?
Wait, you can't be serious.
Think about it. We haven't heard Jack from HQ, but these guys are out there making a difference.
I know, but...
What do you say? We'd be happy to tag along if,
And who the hell said you could? People not willing to die for the cause got no place with us.
I'm sorry. I just thought that...
Your hearts are in the right place. But y'all got a different path to walk. One that's all your own.
Man, I can't eat another bite.
I suppose it's time for yours truly to say his piece.
Here it comes, the grand finale.
May the planet guide your words. And keep them brief while she's at it.
So, the five of us here all came together because we wanted to save this planet of ours. Ain't made much money, ain't made a lot of friends either. But the one thing we do have deep in our hearts is a passion. A fire that burns for the cause, that won't stop burning till Shinra goes up in smoke. The road ahead won't be easy, but I ain't stopping. Cause even if it costs me my life, I'm taking down Shinra and taking back our planet. So if you got the guts, then come with me.
I'm hungry after all, for justice.
Aye.
You know I'm in.
My man.
Well, if everyone's feeling it, how about we keep things going with another round? Tifa, get me another Cosmo Canyon.
Sure.
Make it 5. Tifa. This isn't what they'd want for us. Now, I'm not saying we should forget about them. No way I ever could. But you and me, we gotta stop living in guilt and regret. Today's a new day, people. So let's not waste it. Come on, y'all.
Hey, wait! Forgot this.
Guys, were we about to walk away without it? It's a wonder we get anything done. Oh, gracious. Well, there's world intel complete.
Huh?
Here we go again. Just give it up. The proto-relic's staying with me.
Ha! Silence! You caught me unawares once, but it will not happen again! Burning desire to reclaim my stolen prize rages evermore. That which you have taken shall be returned.
Oh, are we actually doing this now? Did you pressure yourself? Just by doing a stomp and missing?
I'll cleave you asunder!
Alright, better scan, I guess. Didn't think we were going to be closing with a fight. I was about to sign off. Well, an eccentric swordsman who covets the proto-relics. Save for his larger-than-life personality and curious obsession with Cloud, he remains shrouded in mystery. Evading or perfectly blocking his attacks will cause him to stumble, allowing him to be pressured. Great, alright. That'll do it. Let's, I don't know if it's really going to be needed, but let's set ourselves up for big hits and such. Boom. Get out of here. I am shutting you down already. I almost feel bad.
Focus.
And staggered almost. Oh, come on. There we go. Staggered, hooray. You are wicked dead already. Goodbye.
Confound it! Without the power of Genji, I am outmatched. That blade you wield. Oh, the mere sight of it has kindled in me a covetous desire. Could it be that hunger for weapons brought me hither? Wherefore does the memory elude me? Return what you have stolen! My Genji! Give it back! Cartel!
Why are we... Cloud, why are you jumping?
Stand and deliver! Halt, I say.
Let it go.
Not until you return what is mine. Only then shall I rest. Only then shall you know peace, but not until that day.
Wow.
Fascinating. I believe I understand the situation. All this time, he was seeking the proto-relics in order to restore his lost memories and make himself whole.
Guess so.
Wait, So what exactly are the proto-relics?
It is, of course, too early to say anything for certain. But I suspect they may be some manner of armaments formed from matter not normally present in this dimension. If we assume the giant was also from another dimension, then there is a possibility that he was the original owner of the proto-relics.
Wait, so if they are his, does that mean we should give them back?
Given the phenomena he has been able to conjure in this dimension without the proto-relics on hand, I shudder to think what havoc he might wreak were his powers fully restored. It might be prudent for us to gather a bit more information on the proto-relics before we decide to return them. For now, I propose that we retrieve the artifacts and perform a thorough analysis.
Works for me. Inspired by your proficient programming, Chadley's made some adjustments to his game that offer an increased challenge. I'm good, though. Thank you. Excellent. I'm definitely enjoying the proto-relic quests, since they have just either fun, goofy stories or sweet stories, like lots of good stuff that's been in them. Still not 100% sold on Gilgamesh as an addition here. Like, it is... Gilgamesh is a character that has shown up in numerous Final Fantasy games, and is usually a similar sort of like comedy goofball character who's usually like, he may be an optional challenge boss fight, or like a mini boss who's kind of hard but still sort of bumbling. He's used in lots of ways. Can't decide how I feel about his inclusion here, even though the quests attached to him I'm liking quite a bit. We'll see how it turns out. Anyway, that's enough for today. I'll see y'all tomorrow for side quests and maybe cards. Not sure which. Not a lot of Cosmo Canyon left, though. See you tomorrow.